Hey, hey, hey! We are just having some slight technical difficulties, so I'm just waiting to find Mr. Dallin. 1 second here. Okay. How's everybody doing today? We had the technical lords were not our friends this morning, so I'm just going to wait 2 seconds here for them to come on. Hi, Kathy. How are you? 1 second. Approve. Woohoo! This is beautiful.
Howdy.
Hi, Dallin. How's it going?
Oh, I love technology.
Oh, isn't it the greatest thing on the planet?
It's
This was
awesome.
fun.
Awesome.
This was fun. Can
We
everybody?
finally got it to work.
We finally got it to work. Don't ask me. We don't even want to know about the morning that I had. I was Zoom, Facebook Live. So big props to the lovely wife of yours, Carrie, for allowing us to use her Facebook account.
She's going to be in here in a second. Carrie, come and join us.
All right, good.
Go ahead, Hillary.
Hi. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, Eric says everyone can hear. Okay, so we are coming live from Quesnel, BC, the little small town in central British Columbia, Canada. Let me plug my other ear in here. This was an ordeal, you guys. The technical gods were not on our side this morning. They were not friendly to us. It was like they were trying to separate us from trying to do this together, but I'm a pretty determined woman, so thank you so much for doing this with me. I'm super stoked. I got some fun questions lined up. What's the weather doing out your way in Utah today?
Oh well, it's look, we've had the craziest winter of my lifetime. It's only snowed. I think we've had 2 snowfalls, and one was on Christmas Eve, which was nice. It was a white Christmas, and then we had a snowfall a few days ago. So a little bit of snow, but it's been a very dry winter. But we do have snow outside as I'm looking outside right now. Here it is. Can you see it?
I could see a little bit of it. So what kind of temperatures does that bring?
Oh, it was -1 yesterday. I haven't checked today. I think it's about the same. So it's pretty chilly.
That's well. I think it's about the conversion, because we do Celsius up here, but I think it was -18 this morning, which is.
So you're not crying crocodile tears for us?
No, not at all. I was out forking hay to my horses in the wind and the snow this morning. So.
Here's Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm super stoked to have you guys on. It's one of my favorite parts about you guys and Vasayo is how open to technology you guys are, even though we're not very good at it.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the deal, you guys. I've done Zoom calls before, and so I got on my phone today. The camera didn't work on my phone, and so we're using Carrie's phone. And then I got on my computer, and my camera on my computer didn't work. So it's evidence that you don't have to understand or be great at technology to be able to build an organization. Thank goodness.
That's right. and I was on with Zoom support, and then I was on with Mac support this morning because my hyperlink stopped working, and so I was flying into town to be at my mom's for some quiet. So I'm coming to you live from my mommy's house because I got
it's great to visit with you. We're going to be up in Canada. We've got a regional in Coeur d'Alene on June 23rd, and then Carrie's family, a lot of them are up in the Edmonton area, Red Deer kind of, right?
Alberta.
And so we're going to go to a family reunion on her side of the family up in Alberta, the end of June, the first part of July, and hopefully do a few meetings up in maybe Calgary and so forth. So we'll get the word out.
Ooh, oh yeah, I'll be all over that. You know that.
Okay.
Can't wait for us to get
That's
officially
awesome.
open. You know, we're obviously working hard to get officially open. up there in Canada, so we can go out there and do open meetings. So you're all operating with kind of one hand tied behind your back right now.
We are, and we have been since pretty much last December when some of my teammates started. So I guess that's everybody's kind of chomping at the bit, wanting to know what the prognosis is, because we know Health Canada is super strict on allowing companies in. Right. So we all know that you guys are doing your best to get us in there. Do you think this year is prognosis for Vasayo?
Yeah. We're saying second quarter. I'm fully believing it'll be sometime second quarter when we've got all the work done. So we've got a fair amount of it done. Hey, it's fun to see people's names come across here. Randy, Casey, watching, Cassandra.
So many. And this is on my personal Facebook, which I don't normally do. So there's a lot of people who I use my business page all the time, so I don't normally go on my personal Facebook. So there's a lot of people here, some of them who probably don't even follow my Vasayo page, that are probably wondering what the heck I'm up to. So for anyone who's just watching, this is an interview that I landed with the lovely Carrie and Dallin Larsen. They are the founders of Vasayo, the company that I have grown to love. It's a kind of a big deal for me because I was a huge network marketing skeptic for a really long time. It kind of has a bad name in certain areas up here. And as soon as I saw your guys' snippet, the first video that was sent with the Ernest Young bit in it, and just like the flashes of all the products, I was like, what is this? You know, because I'm a holistic nutritionist. So I found that all the products that are always out there always have something wrong with them. They've always got some kind of sugar in them, or something where they've cut corners. And I couldn't wait to get my fingers on the ingredients. And once I did, I was like, Eric Elgren's my business partner, and I was like, I am in, like 100%. These are so perfect. I've been waiting for something because my clients are always asking me what to take. Right. And I've always just said, you know what, you can go down, you can look for Garden of Life or those brands that are in the health food store. But now I'm able to finally have something that I stand behind 100%. So I thank you guys so much for creating products that have those ingredients, where we know as brand partners and people who are ambassadors for Vasayo that we don't have to pretend anything, and we don't have to panic and look at the ingredients list. We can just say, no, they're good. Like, these are plant-based, these are good for you. There's no, you guys didn't cut any corners. So I appreciate that for you, coming from the holistic health field. So it's a big deal for me.
Hillary, it's so great to have you involved, and I feel like we're building a really nice community of people who are servants, who are out there helping people. And I've been at this business for almost 30 years. Carrie and I, next month we'll be celebrating. Well, not next month. It's still February, isn't it? In about 5 weeks, we'll be celebrating our 15th wedding anniversary. We've got a his and hers and ours. And she had 5 kids, 4 that were living, and I had 4, and we got married, and we both said we're done having kids. And then a month after we got married, she changed her mind, because women do that. And,
we never do that, do we? We don't change our minds.
I'm glad she changed her mind, because we've got a 12 and a 13-year-old together that everyone thinks I'm their grandpa, but I'm their dad. But life is great.
I love that you guys too. I love that the youngins are always with you at the events. Sometimes I see them flopped over and rolling their eyes, and I think about, I have a 4-year-old, and he says the funniest thing. Like, when he's bored, Boston says, "This is really boring me off. I don't want to be doing this. Like, this is boring me off, Mom." Like, and we'll be in, like, I'll be mailing samples in the post office or whatever. He always comes with me on all my Vasayo runs. He hucks out the Vasayo sign all the time. He's totally involved with me, and we'll be in the post office, and he's like, "This is boring me off. Like, I got to get out of here."
Well, then take him on your gold cruise, and ask him if he's still bored, and then explain to him all your hard work is, taking you to that point, and then he'll be like, "Okay, I'm on board."
That's a really good idea, because I'm on my way. I've earned myself my cruise. I've earned Corey's is earned now. So my goal is to get there and have the ocean view room, have the flight paid for. So I got some plans for myself, but I never did think to bring Boston. Actually, I know that. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. So I'm quite excited about the cruise. I had the option to go on the one this in February, or it was February, right? February.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I decided for the May one, because I'm hoping that I can get some teammates on my team that are gold as well. So I wanted to go with some teammates. So Okay, I have some fun questions for you.
All right, shoot.
Because I don't want this all to be about Vasayo, because everybody, you guys, I'm sure you get so bored of like doing the same thing and like going to all the meetings, even though you love your company and you love everything about it, but sometimes it could probably get a little bit monotonous about talking about the same stuff. So I have to know, what did you do before network marketing?
He pointed at me because he wants me to answer all the questions.
You guys can both. It's fine. Like I'm so glad that you jumped on, because I have some questions for you too.
Well,
But
Carrie was a pilot, and she flew a corporate jet, and then she got in the airlines with SkyWest. And
so as if we didn't love you enough already, you're a pilot. That's awesome.
Carrie, she loves engines. Okay, I couldn't change a flat tire, you know, but Carrie could rebuild an engine. So
I love it. Do you know what? That's that Canadian blood in you. I'm telling you.
It's
I know,
a daddy-daughter thing. He raced
It
cars, and he loved bodybuilding, and so I just right along those lines, you know. But
that is so amazing. I can relate to you on that. My dad was a diamond and gold miner, and I grew up in doing just things with him in the bush all the time in the summer. So I think it's kind of created my love for like 18-hour work days and not looking back. So, and Dallin, you, what did you do in your, what was your early 20s? What were you all about? What did you do?
Well, let's see. I got a horrible college entrance exam score in high school. I was punched in the face by my principal. I was in a rock and roll band. I didn't take school serious.
it wasn't a radical rock and roll band.
Oh yes,
Tell
it
me.
was. We were so radical. We were so
I need
radical.
to see. Okay, so
Come on.
so tell me.
It was fun.
There has to be pictures. Is there pictures floating around of you in this rock and roll band?
With the long hair, with hair actually on my head. Yeah. Well,
so that was my next question. I wanted to know if your hair was curly or straight before there was none.
Curly.
It was curly.
I
All
grew
right.
up with curly hair. I was one of 10 kids. I had an amazing upbringing in Idaho with amazing parents. They were married 62 years. I went to Israel when I was 18 years old on a travel study, and that was my first time away from home, and that's kind of where I grew up. I went on a mission for 2 years. I got back, went to college in business. But my dad was an entrepreneur, so I've always been an entrepreneur. I went to work for a large corporation. I lasted a few months. I said, I can't. This feels smothering to me. And so I've just made my way. I was introduced to network marketing in 1989. But in my 20s, I owned diet center franchises, weight loss franchises.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got started in business. My dad co-signed on my first business loan when I was in my early 20s, and I went out and hired a manager in Illinois, all the way from Utah, and it turned out good. And then over the next few years, I bought several franchises, and then I was also in the shaved ice business, actually shave ice.
Like with the flavors, like that you get at the fairgrounds, like shaved ice.
A phone call.
Or
so maybe none of you on this call will probably know what Hawaiian shave ice is, but if you go,
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Well, that's how I put myself through college. My brother and I owned like 20 of these shacks, and we sold shave ice, and we would do like $200 a day out of each of these shacks, and this was in the early 80s, and so we would do like, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 a day in business, and everyone felt sorry for us because they thought we were selling snow cones, but we were making a fortune.
Yeah,
so
I have a friend. I have a friend that ran a hot dog stand. I have a friend that ran a hot dog stand, and he made a killing. Like it's money. It's what you're doing, right? Like it's what you put into your business. That's awesome. Okay, give me something that you're absolutely terrible at.
Technology.
Okay, yeah, we already knew that. No fair. Cheating. Okay.
My daughter is laughing in the kitchen right now.
Because it's true. I mean,
horrible at technology. Let's see, other things that really horrible at. I don't know a second language, which really makes me feel.
Yeah, true.
Doesn't, it's so frustrating because I see people who know 3 or 4 or 5 languages.
I know. I look up to those people.
Mm-hmm.
What else really?
What about you, Carrie? You got something that you're absolutely terrible at?
Technology.
Hey, you guys are doing really good.
I don't
you guys are
Facebook, I don't Instagram, I don't blog, I don't,
Yeah, that's okay though. But at least you guys are enough with the times that you figured it out. You stuck with me, Dallin. That was a 15-minute ordeal without
one of our daughters walked through the door and I was like, help me. And she just got right through it. Other than that, I think we would have been in trouble.
That's okay. Well, I appreciate it very much. So thank you. Okay. So this is one thing that I'm always telling when I describe Vasayo to people, especially to people who've networked before, because, everybody, it's no secret that I've only been in the industry for 1 year. But I am a social media marketer. So I have the experience. I never realized that I was networking myself for everything in my life that I always did. So I was actually a natural born networker. When I wanted to find our farm, I networked all over Quesnel and networked to absolutely everybody that I could until I got that one piece of property that we wanted. So the thing that I tell people about Vasayo all the time is it's like you took every complaint and every issue and every problem that there's ever been with every other marketing company, with comp plans, with the products, with the back office, with the now we have the app, with all of those things, and you bundled it up into a little ball and you created Vasayo. So what I want you to elaborate on is that, can we count on you guys to always be with the times and stay ahead of the game, because some companies seem to kind of flatline out and then they hit this, it's like this wall, and they try and rebrand themselves and come up with, these tiny little things that are going to make the company better. But we want to know that Vasayo is going to always stay up with the times and keep us on top of the game with the best products, with the newest technology, always doing Facebook Lives, things like that.
Well, I'll say this about that we're already looking, we've got the big convention in August. We've got the Blue Sapphire dinner up at our home. So Blue Sapphire, and Carrie and I are looking forward to hosting a bunch of folks up here in August. We're going to be introducing some new products in August. It's always it's kind of a double-edged sword. If you get too many products, then the story gets really confusing, So you want to keep a simple story, but yet stay on the leading edge of science.
Yep.
So bringing Tracy Gibbs on has really helped us a lot in the product, as you can see with the new Core Complete, the V3, the V-Slim, phenomenal products.
He's amazing.
I will say that we're working on an amazing tool that we hope to introduce by August that'll make sharing Vasayo even easier. So we're fully committed, even though we're not good at technology. We're smart enough to realize we need to get amazing people in that area, and we have. So we're always thinking of how can we make it easier for people to share the Vasayo story and products with others. I think people who enjoy social marketing or online marketing, I think will be absolutely blown away by what they see in August.
So me. Woo.
Yep. Hillary, you're gonna love what we're working on and what we're going to be introducing at the August convention. It's going to make it easier for you to share online and sell online.
Awesome. So I can't wait. So on that note, I'm super excited because I already have 16 of my teammates from Canada confirmed to come to Utah. They've got their forms in, they've paid for their ticket, and we secured a mansion just north of downtown Salt Lake City.
Cool.
So we rented, I got a hold of a guy on VRBO. I hunted, we kind of did some votes on what we kind of needed for a house, and we got a 8,000 square foot mansion.
Nice.
It's about a 10-minute drive from downtown, but there's lakes, creeks and hiking, and it's a very open floor plan. He has a meeting room for team building. So we're going to host a huge LTD barbecue there on the Saturday night. So we're really excited, like later on after everything's done.
Awesome.
At the Utah event, we're all going to head out and hang out. So I'm super excited about that. So, but I'm hoping and planning to be at that dinner at your place on the 9th, the Blue Sapphire dinner. And I heard a little rumor that you have a golf simulator in your house.
That is true.
You know, but
you want to go see it?
The deal. Hang on. It's so weird. He's going to lose reception if we go downstairs.
Okay, good. So keep him where he's at.
I built the golf sim for him, not thinking that others would come and play with him. So someone like Daniel Piku, who's taller, has a tendency of striking the ceiling with the club.
Anybody under 5'9" is welcome to play on the golf team.
Perfect. So I'm only 5'4" and I have a pretty mean drive. My golf game, like my pitch game, is terrible. But I would that'll be fun for me because I would love to get down there and whack a few balls. I think that would be hilarious.
I've played a few nice golf courses up in Canada in the Okanagan Valley. Yeah. So there's some good golf up in Canada. And speaking of Canada, can I just say how impressive it's been to watch the Canadian Olympic team?
Oh, and
how about Virtue and what's her partner's name?
The skating.
Virtue and whatever. Amazing performance under pressure. I said
it was
Carrie,
super amazing.
I mean, after the other couple, I think they were from Russia, weren't they, or from France?
France.
For them to perform like that, and then for the Canadian couple to come out and skate the performance of their lifetime. It's one thing to do it in practice. It's another thing to do it when you're completely under pressure. But the Canadians, man, you guys have got it going on up in Canada, no doubt.
Hey, we're pretty cool, right, Carrie?
Yeah, no, I love golf, by the way. I just don't get to play it very often. But I just wanted to address the question that you had before about coming out with and staying on the upper cusp or the top of this wave that's always coming in for trends.
Yes, please.
Like I can honestly say we're excellent at knowing what we're not excellent at, and excellent at finding someone who is. So that's the most fun, is coming together and designing and creating new products to be coming out that is like earth shaking. I'm talking so disruptive and so awesome. So you can count on us for that.
Well, that makes me extreme. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because my first love is nutrition. And some of my friends are still shocked that I'm with a network marketing company because I'm in a small town and I think there's been one too many Tupperware parties. And so
hey, you can never have enough Tupperware. Come on.
Hey, you know what? That stuff's expensive. So
I love that
it's
stuff.
really expensive. And I get a lot of the links in my inbox. But so my first love is nutrition. So I built my business from the ground up, studying thousands of hours on webinars on how to do social media, all that stuff. But when you guys came out with even the core essentials, I love the core essentials. But when you guys brought on Tracy Gibbs and brought on the core complete, that was it for me. I mean, you can have a million other products. You can have the V Slim, you can have the V3. I love the Renew. Don't get me wrong, the Renew is great too. It's helped so many of my family members and people. But that core complete is near and dear to my heart because I can give it to every single one of my clients without even blinking an eye. And the best part is they all come back to me with feedback about having better gut health. Their bloating is gone. I have one friend who's not as itchy from this weird allergy that she had. Wow. I've got people who have less achy knees. Like they are true testimonials and it means the world to me. So I heard a rumor that there's lots of rumors in network marketing. I'm finding this out. So I heard that when you brought on Tracy Gibbs, you basically, and this could be misconstrued through the styrofoam and string telephone, but I heard that you asked him to build his dream supplement and there was not really a budget for it. And you just wanted him to come up with like the best product that he could.
There's always a budget.
Okay. Well, okay. So
Carrie wasn't at the meeting. The truth of the matter is I did say to Tracy, I want you to put the finest formula in the world because I was with a company called USANA for 10 years.
We know that. Yep.
And
I was a USANA user for 10 years.
I think they've got a nice product, but it isn't a whole food. It doesn't have all your probiotics, your digestive enzymes, So I said, what's the best product in the world? And we looked at a few products, and I said, put everything in there. What I don't want is a product where people get it, and then they have to go down to their health food store and to buy another supplement to go along with the supplement, right?
That's right,
So
hence the blister packs.
So he had it all done, and I said, okay, is there anything else that people would need over and above this? And he said, well, yeah, they probably need their omegas. So I said, well, put it in there then. So then he found the finest source of omega oil out of Norway. And on Facebook Live last night, I was joking and said, man, that's no wonder they're such great skiers. They all have such great omega oil over there. Oh. But anyway, so this is amazing. They've got a 5,000 acre fjord over in Norway where these salmon are.
Yeah.
So it's a $300 value, and it's an amazing product. But that's, look, we started this. One of my knocks in network marketing is the products are all too expensive generally. And so we've tried to be as competitive as we can on the price. I believe that the Core Complete should be the foundation for everybody's nutritional needs. Get using that product first. Hey, by the way, can I ask, you're asking me a couple more questions, but I
got a couple, yeah.
There's a fair number of people on here. Can I use this as a sample test and ask them a couple of questions?
Yes, please. They would love that.
Here's the first question. And so I want to be able to read those of you who are on this. As we're considering, and this is going to stay confidential, right? No one will talk about this.
Okay.
We're considering, I'll talk about one of the products we're considering, and that being a meal replacement shake. I mean, the V-Slim is an amazing product, but you still have to eat, right? And so if we were to do a meal replacement shake, that in August, we're looking at various forms of protein. There's hydrolyzed whey, there's vegetable-based proteins, like pumpkin seed and pea and chia and so forth and so on. I want to see a one-word answer from everybody on this that are watching right now. If we were to do a meal replacement shake at Vasayo, of course it's got to taste good, right? Would you prefer it to be a whey protein? And it looks like it'll be around 21, 22 grams of protein. Low on carbohydrates, probably like 6 or 7 grams of carbs, and probably 6 or 7 grams of good fats, which I'm a big believer in good fats. Would you prefer a whey protein or a vegetable-based protein? Come on, everyone weigh in right now.
Vegan.
Okay,
vegan.
Eric wants, he says no way.
No way. No.
Ann says,
Coral.
The healthy,
okay.
It's
got
to
to
be
South Carolina.
It's got to be vegetable-based.
Well, that's.
Can I elaborate?
I feel the same way, by the way. I think if you're whey today, even though you can do the hydrolyzed whey, you're going to be playing defense instead of offense. Yeah. And that's what Tracy Gibbs feels as well. And vegan,
I knew he would.
Some of the vegetable-based proteins have come a long way. So I said, get us a few to sample but make it unique and differentiating. So he's working on putting some other ingredients in there that will make it an amazing meal replacement shake. So I see everyone so far has said vegetable-based. That's amazing. So the other question what was the other question I was going to ask?
You know why
do you want a meal replacement? Yes or no? I want people to say yes or no on whether that would be a good.
We needed one bad.
Whether we ought to even introduce a meal replacement shake.
I think everybody's going to say yes, and I can elaborate on that. Like, if it's for me, this is my personal opinion. While everybody's answering, I'll say. I feel vegan 100% because then you reach everybody. You're not singling out people. Plus, there's a lot of controversy on where the protein comes from, casein or whey or whichever. And if you have a meal replacement that's vegan, then you're not compromising anything, and people aren't going to think twice about taking it. Like for me, any one of my clients that asks what they can take because they don't have time after a workout or pre-workout for some protein, I always recommend Vega, 100%. That's the only one I ever recommend. And that's because it's made out of grains and like good grains and good whole base vegetable protein. So you can see everybody's saying yes and vegetarian.
Yeah, it's pretty unanimous on that. Do you have a favorite, Hillary, vegetable protein that you prefer?
Well, obviously soy has some controversy behind it, so it's going to be more on the expensive side if you use soy. There's issues with hormone balancing with soy if you get it, and that gets into like when you're taking it too often and you've got way too much of it. Hydrolyzed pea protein is a good one, but it depends what your source is again, and sometimes there can be issues with that. I actually love quinoa and hemp seeds as my protein because
I know that Tracy's looking at hemp, pumpkin, chia. I don't know about quinoa, but I think right now in his formula he's got 5 different proteins in there from vegetable sources.
Well, and the only issue, and he'll probably tell you the same thing, the only issue with a quinoa base is that even though quinoa is considered a seed, people that have absolutely horrible celiacs, which is a small percentage of people, but they can sometimes react to quinoa, even though it's in the seed family. Sometimes they can, but I don't know what he's going to say about that. But now I'm like super excited.
I've got a second question. Okay, I appreciate everybody. Junko's on here from Japan. Hi, Junko.
Hit that share button, you guys. There's so many people that can benefit from this. You see that share button on the bottom left-hand corner? Send that out so you can get other people to answer Dallin's questions.
So the second question I've got, since this is such a small, I mean, it's a nice small, I mean, it's a small sample size. I want to be careful. One of the things I've got pretty strong opinions, and Carrie's got pretty strong opinions, but I want us to have products that everybody wants. I mean, you're never going to please 100% of the people, right? With what you do. Our foundational original products like Neuro, Sleep, and Renew. I want to talk about Sleep and Renew for a second, okay? We changed the flavor of Renew. First of all, it's very difficult. This is not candy. Everyone wants, you know, the palate in America is sweet. The palate in Asia, not so sweet. So it's very difficult to have a product that works around the world for the same taste buds, right? But Renew is working well. It's hard to get something to taste really good in a 2 ml size, like 4 squirts of Renew. But with the new Renew with the ginger and curcumin, I thought, man, I absolutely love. Now, we started getting feedback, and so we asked the Diamonds yesterday, on a scale of 1 to 10, give me a score for Sleep on the taste, and give me a score for Renew on taste on a scale from 1 to 10. And even though I may love the taste, I'm hearing a lot of people don't like the taste of Sleep and Renew. And I want them to be able to enjoy these products. I don't go a night without Sleep, and it helps me sleep. And Renew, I don't go a day without Renew. So we've changed the flavor, a little bit of Renew, and we've taken a little bit of the pepper out, but it's more of a clove taste now. But I want to make sure that we're producing a product that the people want to take for the benefits, and they don't say, man, I can't take that because the taste. So be brutally honest. You can't offend me, everybody. Tell me, let's start with Sleep first. On a scale of 1 to 10, you give me a score right now, all of you, on what you think of the taste of Sleep, with 1 being absolutely horrible and 10 being absolutely fantastic. So Sleep first.
I'm an 8 on the Sleep, the new formula. I like it.
Okay, I want to have everybody else weigh in for a second. I want to see what they say about Sleep.
10. All right, Heather. 10. Heather loves the Sleep. That's my girl in Ontario.
See, Canadians have such better taste buds than Americans.
Yeah.
We're not babies, you know.
That's Eric, and you know Eric, my business partner, he's got a problem with flavors. I mean, when we travel together, everything's like.
Well, look at that. Heather's a 10, Cassandra's an 8, Jennifer's 7, Jessica's 7.
The new Sleep's not bad.
Bernie, see, it must only work for ladies. Guys like Bernie don't like the taste. Bernie.
Come on, Bernie.
It smells.
It smells.
Eric, what is this? Sleep smells? It's got that coconut. It's got that coconut taste. I'm not a big, huge.
Eric is like, he would be the worst mortician. Like, he would walk around with like peppermint oil in his nose all day long.
See, Todd, what do you want? This is not a Snickers bar, Todd.
We can't make fun and poke fun at people who give us an honest score.
I like Jennifer. Yes, I'm going to make fun of Todd's 3.
Yes, we make fun of Todd all the time. It's okay.
So Jennifer said it's a 7, but 10 on efficiency.
Yes, that's important. Yeah.
I agree on that.
You can make fun
But Cassandra likes the coconut. I love the taste. Thank you, Kathy. Do something about your husband. Jeez.
Todd thinks I smell because I eat tuna because I'm bodybuilding. So I have my regimen. And then we're on the cruise.
Carrie's food.
Carrie, you're supposed to choose.
Like, something smells. I'm like, that's probably me.
Look, Marky says a 10.
Yeah, for Renew.
So
no, listen.
I want you. Now we're moving to Renew. Give me a score on Renew.
Marky is another. She's doing the same schooling I did. She's still a student. She is amazing. She's from Saskatchewan, and she and I agree that the taste is amazing on Renew because you know what it's doing for you, and not everybody can have that frame of mind though. So.
True.
Oh, Todd doesn't like the Sleep, but at least he thinks the Renew has an aftertaste. Thanks, Todd, for nothing. Thanks for nothing.
You know what? That's what I love about you guys too. Like, you guys are able to poke fun. Like, it's not so stiff and This is like, it'll taste better. Agree.
Okay,
yes.
Tad, let's see what Tad says. My hubby says he likes the old taste better, but it works. So who cares how it tastes? That's a
stand-up.
Hey, you guys have given me pretty good scores. I don't know if you're just trying to be kind, except for Todd. But...
No, they're Canadian. We're honest and opinionated.
Awesome.
About 3/4 of these people are Canadian. Don't you worry about that.
Todd's saying you said to be honest. I don't want you to be that honest, Todd. Please.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
I'm just messing with you, Todd.
Since we're answering questions, and I know most of the people are Canadian on here, this is one question, I don't know if you can answer it for me, but I get this all the time. I personally, it doesn't bother me too much during the conversion, but sometimes it bugs people. When we are officially approved and everything is good to go and we're in Canada, is there plans for a warehouse for shipping?
Yes.
Okay,
the plan is we'll either open our own or we'll use a company up there called a 3PL where we'll ship from the States by container load, and then they will ship individually to our brand partners.
So kind of like Hong Kong.
Yeah, we're currently talking to 2 different companies. One of them has an Ontario warehouse as well as an Alberta warehouse. Good. So we'll make those decisions.
West Coast. That was the other question.
I think right now the majority of the business in Canada is west, so I would lean towards Alberta as well. So, but the answer is yes.
Okay, and so that then would, if there is a warehouse, then would the pricing always stay American, or would we eventually, like a couple years down the road, see Canadian pricing, or either or?
Well, in my 30 years, this is what every Canadian has told me. When the Canadian dollar wasn't as strong, they'd say, we want to buy it in Canadian dollars and be paid commissions in U.S.
Yeah. That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, don't forget, we get paid in American, and I'm very happy to see the conversion. That is not a problem for me.
What's it like right now? What's the dollar like right now?
I think it is. If someone knows off the top, I think the other day it was $1.26. I think so. It's not too bad. I mean, it does get. I mean, the V Slim kind of gets up there. It's like 165. Roughly by the time it gets to your house.
I can't promise one way or another on what we're going to do on that, whether it's Canadian dollars you paid with or not. But if you had a preference up in Canada right now, as it stands right now, would you rather continue being paid in U.S. dollars and paying for product in U.S. dollars, or being paid in Canadian dollars and buying Canadian? What would you prefer?
We'll see what they say. I mean, I would love to pay in Canadian and be paid in American. Can we do that?
No.
That would make my life so much easier right now.
Cassandra, what do you mean by saying the number 1?
Eric, you live in Utah. Eric lives in Utah. He's not allowed to answer that question.
Eric, this is for Canadians only. Come on. Your money tastes funny, Eric. I mean, smells funny.
Smells funny. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I think majority of people are going to say Canadian, but I have just a couple more questions. They're simple pimple. This is something I'm constantly throwing out for my team. We can get a bit serious here. And we always talk about it as a team together, but can you elaborate for me, coming from your mouth? I've heard you say it on stage. I've watched it on videos. It's something that I've learned, and my mentors, Kathy and Todd, have always taught me this. Can you elaborate on the importance of staying involved with your sponsor and your team for the success of your business, versus trying to do it on your own?
Well, in fact, I was just on a 3-way call before this conversation on FaceTime. We're on FaceTime? Is that what it is? Whatever this is. And
Some sort of technology.
I said the biggest, people who have never done network marketing before, they think, what's the most important thing? They get in for certain reasons, or they think it's the product, or they think it's the compensation plan. You should never join a company for a compensation plan. You should join a company for I think mainly the 2 main reasons are the products. Are they demonstrable? Are they products that people are willing to stay on, whether or not they're involved in the business or not? Because if you've got products that are only business or opportunity driven, you're building a house of cards. And the second reason to join is for leadership. And people spend way too little time considering that element of it when they get involved in the company, because they don't know what they don't know. It's so important to choose wisely your sponsor And if, by the way, if you're out there and if your sponsor has quit, then here's my advice to you. I'm not going to quit. Carrie, are you going to quit?
Nope.
Okay. And I would say keep going upline until you can find someone in your upline who is serious, who's treating this like a business and not a hobby. And what does that mean? It means they're attending events, okay? It means they're advancing in rank, they're sharing, they're doing the things like you're doing, Hillary. So keep looking upline until you can find someone in your upline you can lock arms with, and then lock arms with that person, okay? So your sponsor makes a huge difference in this business. Leadership matters, absolutely matters in this business in a major, major way. So a certain percentage of your future as a brand partner in Vasayo or any other network marketing company is out of your hands, and it rests in the hands of the owners of the companies. So all I can tell you is the Bible says you shouldn't trust anybody. So I'm not asking you to trust me, but I will tell you this. I'm an Eagle Scout. Carrie and I have given you our word that we're gonna do everything we can to put you all in a position to win with Vasayo, with extraordinary products, with events that are meaningful, with promotions and all of those things, along with the fun. You know, fun is an important part of this. We just got back from the Bahamas on a cruise. We're going with you, Hillary, and a bunch of other people in May, again to the Bahamas. We've got the Blue Sapphire dinner up at our home. We've got Cancun for the diamonds. And then, you know, you build your business. This is not a 1 week plan or a 1 year plan. It's a 3 to 5 year plan. So whether or not you're a black diamond and going with us in September to Fiji or not, that's okay. This is dream building. What are your dreams? Put them on your refrigerator. What are you doing this for? What is your why? Carrie and I are doing this because we want to bless 1 million people. I can't wait. What I'm looking forward to the most with Vasayo, honestly, is not Fiji. It's not Cancun. It's not going to the Caribbean. I am most right now looking forward to going to Africa and drilling some wells and to loving on these kids and seeing kids drink fresh water for the first time in their life. It's amazing that we've already dug 8 wells and we've got money for another, I think, 6 or 7 more wells. So one of these days in the not too distant future is to be over in Africa with a bunch of you. Also, I'm hoping that in August we can bring some kids over here who have experienced a well from Vasayo and how their life has changed. So we're working on that right now.
So can you say that there's going to be an opportunity in the future for those of us who are super into doing charity work and super, like, I mean, we're pretty laid back in Canada, and we don't all share the same religion, but we all believe in helping people. And I know that those videos, when I see those little kids, it moves me big time. And so that, to me, that's something that eventually I would love to go. Like, if there was an opportunity to, like, not a contest, but like a legitimate open, like people who want to spend the time to go. If that's going to be an opportunity, that would be just outstanding, because I would love to go.
I promise you that in August at the convention, we are going to announce the very first expedition to Africa, and we'll have the time frame on when we're going, and we're going to open it up to, and it's not going to be based on your rank. You don't have to be a certain rank. It's whoever wants to come, whoever raises their hand first will be on that first trip. So that's how I want to do it. I'm sure that Daniel and Dan and Carrie will feel the same. So whether you're a brand new brand partner, whether you're a customer of Vasayo, whether you're a black diamond of Vasayo, I'm looking forward to going over there on the first expedition and many more. That's what I loved with the former community a lot, going to Brazil and going to the favelas of Brazil. But this time we've decided what we feel like we're called to do is to help drill wells in Africa. So
that's super cool.
That's what I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah. I think that's going to answer my one question. Like, I had my kind of ending question for you guys was, what I know we call it our why or whatever, but I wanted to know what else makes you like, you guys, when you guys were talking about what you were going to do, when you were going to start Vasayo and what you were going to accomplish with it. I want to know, when you're getting up in the morning now, even though it's probably the wells, but when you're getting up in the morning, you're getting dressed, you're going to the office, like, what just makes you smile so much about going to the office, about Vasayo? Like, what is it the most that pops into your head that you're like, yes, this is why I'm doing this?
Do you want to say your thoughts on that?
I know I'm not somebody who's money driven, but there's so much satisfaction knowing that folks can get ahead in life and that they can dream and they can have all the things and experiences that we do. Nolani, she went on the gold cruise with us this last February. And to walk up to her and to see the changes in her life in the past 5 months based off her hard work is living proof that anyone that has a passion and desire to share this product the way that she did, because she had lost like 30 pounds.
She's amazing, by the way.
Oh,
I just love her.
So
she's infectious. Like when I watch her on screen,
like,
yeah.
What's it feel like? I mean, you're you're a millionaire now. And
can we bottle up Nolani and put her in a product?
It's so amazing, and I think that to be on the products and to share your testimonial of what it feels like to be on those products, is the best way to help yourself win, because they are hands down best products on planet Earth, and you'll feel it, know it. But it's so fun to see people prosper and grow. And I'm telling you, by the time you hit Ruby, you really start to understand that you've got an amazing shot at changing your life forever. Like Pop said, if you're willing to do 3 to 5 years what others are unwilling to do, you'll be able to do for the rest of your life things that they'll never be able to do. So, and to have that safe haven and that support group and that family with you that's so positive and straightforward, and character is impeccable, and integrity, it's priceless.
I feel like that's what sets you guys, this company, apart from everybody else too. It is changing. I use the saying all the time. I feel like Vasayo is changing the face of network marketing, because it's kind of getting away from the category that everybody's been in. And I really feel like it's not like this. It's kind of hard to describe, but for me, the best part has been getting to know everybody. Like, everyone is so cool. Like, nobody's cheesy or scratchy about it. Nobody's dropping links in people's inboxes. It's the products that is getting everybody, and it's bringing all these people together, and everybody's so excited to be a part of the company. And like you said, watching people grow is like, it's so amazing for me. Like when my people message me and they're like, I got a customer, I did this today, and they're so excited, and it's pretty neat to see. So I can imagine from the top of the mountain looking at everybody and appreciating and doing things like this for us, like these Facebook Lives, which I'm so thankful for. Lets us get to know you, right? You're not hiding behind the corporate office or, being these big scary leaders for us.
No, we love folks, and I think that's what's so fun, because in as much as we watch the growth in the field, it's growth for us too. Like I explained about the previous company that we had, I experienced more growth in 14 years than I did my whole entire life of living. It's love, right? You talk about being a religion or this, that, and the other thing, and we're not all the same. But love is a universal language, and that's what causes us to want to come together and go over there to Africa and do the good for those folks and those little children and villages that they need. So
I loved it when you said that. When you said that love always wins. You said that when we were in Florida, and I was just like, it does.
At the end of the day, that's what it all basically boils down to. So
it doesn't matter who or where. It's kindness and love always wins, and it's like been my motto for so many years now, and it's just gotten me so far with everything, with family, with marriage, with business, and no judgment, staying out of the gossip, staying out of all of that stuff. It's pretty amazing. So I thank you for that, for help spreading that word to everybody.
Thank you.
I have an amazing wife. I'm grateful that she's by my side, and
you do.
It's I mean, I certainly couldn't do what I do without Carrie by my side, and she's creating some very cool swag stuff too. So,
I'm wearing it. I'm drinking out of it. Like, yes, and I'm actually Vasayo'd right up. I've got the pants on too, and man, those are comfy.
So comfy.
Hey, look, I got mine up. See this? See. Oh
yeah. Where are we going?
Well, you see those?
Yeah, me too. See?
I got my Vasayo pants on. There you go. What puts a smile on my face is truly, Carrie and I, we get a high out of seeing people win. And someone asked me a question the other day, who are my heroes in life? And I said, the Lord and my parents are my heroes. I don't have many heroes, but I admire a lot of people, and I admire all the single moms out there who are working so hard for their families.
Dads.
I admire the single dads, the single moms.
Yeah.
I admire moms and dads who are doing all they can to try to provide for their family, and in every way possible, trying to teach them values and principles and how to be a contributing member of society, because all of us need to step up and help make this world a better world. There's a lot of, as you can see, we live in a troubled world, and I can't help but think that if parents had more time, and Vasayo can help provide that for them, if they had more time for their kids to be able to love on their kids and to do things with their kids, then less kids would feel so alone in a big world and so troubled. So I guess we get a high out of seeing families and parents spend more time with their kids. So Vasayo is always going to be a company where we say, bring your kids along to the events.
I love that.
So that's
I love
why
that
we're doing
because
this.
I've got the two small kids, and I appreciate that you invite. Like, I love seeing Tracy Gibbs, little girl, rolling around on the floor during the whole event. Like, she's just cute as a button.
That was kind of bugging me, but that's okay.
Not me.
Yeah, right. No.
I'm just kidding. Her name is River.
I know you are. I know. She's so beautiful.
She had the flu the other day, but she's all better now. So
she's beautiful. She looks just like her dad. But I'm stoked. I'm super happy. I'm thankful that you guys came on. This business has meant the world to me. It's the last thing I would have ever thought I'd be doing. Like a year and a half ago, you asked me if I've been asked many times to join other companies because of my following for my awesome foods for my network, my nutrition business. And I thank you for this opportunity, because I am pretty close to being able to have my husband home permanently. He works away in the oil patch. So I'm essentially a single parent. He's gone for 30 to 40 days at a time, makes really good money. But he has lived out of his suitcase in our entire relationship, 13 years. He's never been able to unpack and stay home. And we've moved 5 times. So we now have our farm, and by this summer, he will be home permanently, and I will be able to provide most of the income for the family. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys. Do you have anything that you want to say to everybody before I let you go?
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Corey. He's amazing.
Okay, now here's my new tagline. Help bring Corey home.
Okay,
yep,
that would be amazing.
My day.
That would be amazing.
That's exactly why we do what we do. There's nothing more rewarding for us to hear stories like that, and that's why for us to be out in the field, traveling and doing these meetings, we'll sit before everyone is gone, and I want to hear everyone's success stories, and I want to hear everyone's sorrows and everything else as well, because we're here to
it's been tough.
Love it.
I have a good network here in Quesnel. My mom, I'm actually at her house right now. She watches my kids on Sundays so I can do my Facebook Lives. She took the kids for 7 days so I could go to Florida. Both kids, 8 months old and 4, while my husband was working. Like, they support me so much, and it's because I keep telling them, like, I'm going to do this. Like, this product is going to change everybody, and it's not just drinking the Kool-Aid. It's the fact is on the ingredients label, and it's easy to see. So it's exciting. I'm excited.
Thank you, Hillary.
Awesome.
You're just such a joy, and you just radiate with goodness. So thanks for letting us be on this with you. And I can't wait to get into Canada. I love Canada. I've traveled the whole country. I went bungee jumping in Nanaimo once. So,
we've taken a poll too. We want you guys in Vancouver for the opening. That's the poll, because the food scene there is amazing. And
Vancouver, one of the great cities in the whole world, Vancouver, as is all of BC and all of Canada. And truly, Canada is just such an amazing place with amazing people that are so genuine and open and authentic. I can't wait to get up there and just meet so many of you. And thanks for all of you for being on the call. I see my neighbor Dale Larsen was on. Hi, Dale. Thanks for those
Dale's
in the US
awesome
on the
too.
call. Thanks for those of you in Canada on the call.
My good friend Robin Clark from, oh my gosh, 6th grade, clear until graduation. How fun.
Oh yeah, because I guess it's on your Facebook too, right? So everyone's seeing that you're talking to me. So hello from Canada to Carrie's friends. Woohoo!
And I did go bungee jumping on the day that you had to pay for it. Okay, guys, there's one day a year that you don't have to pay if you go naked, and that wasn't me.
Oh, so if you've been to Canada, have you had and do you enjoy poutine?
What?
Yes, you have not had poutine. Poutine. Have you had poutine?
Is that like curling or what?
No, it's French fries with cheese and gravy on it.
I can't eat that stuff.
Come on.
That's a German thing.
Come on, I'm on the program.
No. I know you're not eating carbs right now, but when we come up to the open, I think we're gonna have to get a selfie with you, at least pretending to eat some poutine, because it is the best.
I will set a day aside, and even though my personal trainers are probably watching right now,
cheat day.
Set a day aside, and I will have my cheat.
She cheats all the time. Don't let her.
Okay, so what?
It's not fair. You guys? Look at her and look at me. I haven't had a sweet in 5 months, and she eats sweets all the time. Look at her and look at me.
Not all the time.
Excuse me. Let's elaborate on that. What is the cardio and weightlifting time on Carrie's calendar versus Dallin's calendar?
Okay, I got to go now. I got to get to the office. Love you guys.
See ya.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do we end this now?
I'll shut you off here.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, there you have it. That was amazing. Covered probably just about everything that I wanted to know. I'll probably think of a million questions once it's over, but just so you guys can see, the founders of our company are amazing. It's not, I'm not with these guys for the get rich quick scheme. What's happening is it's a supplement line that is working. It's working for my nutrition business. Everybody that is taking it who's taking it and having an open mind and knowing that you need these and letting it and feeling the effects is nobody. I mean, I'm telling you, I get 5 to 10 people a day messaging me that are talking to me about how they feel, like I talked about earlier. I just stopped at a client's house yesterday. She actually traded me her bottle of Renew because she doesn't need it because the Core Complete is helping her knee aches. We've got stomach bloating going away, we've got headaches going away, we've got sleep issues, we've got people losing weight left, right, and center, we've got people with more energy, and the best part is it's all plant-based products. These are all plant-based products with amazing ingredients that are sourced. Tracy Gibbs is a genius. He has a way to speak to us. He understands how to talk in normal language, not so scientific to the most of us or some of us who don't understand. We've got all of the people in this executive team that are making it easy for us, and I'm super thankful that you guys all jumped on to watch. I'd never put it on my personal Facebook Lives, but that's how we had to do it today. And I'm super excited that, I've reached out to Dallin, I sent him a message, and he was like, absolutely. He answered me within 20 minutes, and that just proves to you what kind of a company we're working with, and that they want to know our opinions. He asked you guys a bunch of questions. He wants to know what you guys think of the flavors. This isn't just 3 people at the top making decisions. We're a community, and that's why we have the best products on the planet. We are going to be #1. I've been saying that from the beginning. I can see it in the ingredients list. I would promote these products even if I wasn't a brand partner. I'd promote them if they sold them at Canadian Tire and Walmart because they have the ingredients and they are the best. So super stoked, super pumped. Coming to you from the little teeny town, Quesnel, BC. We got 20,000 people here. I live on a farm and I'm still able to run my business, and I'm going on that gold cruise in May, and I'm going to just keep firing up and going farther and farther because I'm bringing the hubby home. I'm going to start that hashtag. Love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later.